Oh, wait. That was the most real heckin' silly. Hello! Hello, ladies, gentlemen, days and days, everybody else in between, above and below. Welcome back to the show for the next, I don't know, 3-4 hours. I will be your alien. So treat me well, sweet me sweet, treat me sweet, and I'll give you something good to eat. Hello, congratulations, Detective Marish. Hello, my friend, and congratulations to getting the first redemption. We all knew you could do it. I'm so proud. So proud of you. And thank you for the guild check-in, Detective Marish. And Key, you're gonna have to look. That's A-okay. I know you're working through the games yourself right now, so please do not spoil yourself. But I still hope you have a wonderful night, Key. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Well, it has. You've been doing a bunch of stuff. And you will continue to be doing a bunch of stuff. But hello. You might be glad to know that you are still alive, Marish. Your character namesake is still alive. So that's fun. However, I am about to throw some accusations stuff at you. And of course, Key, of course. So where we left off, you're just downloading books? Okay, valid. You're still alive, yes. Where we left off a couple weeks ago, because I did not stream last week for Danganronpa, unfortunately, but we're back this week. But we left off at the reveal of the next victim. The next victim was... Ooh, he's still here. I will avoid... Yeah, Marsh is going on a trip. And then he wait, you can hear about Marsh's trip first. It's okay. It's okay. Once he does his trip, he and I are... Oh, you don't already follow Marsh? Oh, yeah, follow Marsh. Wee. Yes, yeah, I was recapping. We'll talk about victim. Talk about that later. But Marsh is a streamer friend, so please drop a follow. And vice versa, Marsh. Follow Key. Key is amazing. Drop a follow. Okay. Key, I'm gonna give you 5 seconds until I start talking spoiler territory. Then spoiler town. You don't stream enough. You need to stream more Danganronpa, Key. Why aren't you live right now, Key? Yes, enjoy your night, Key. Okay. Danganronpas. Yeah, you need to stream it more. After this, I want to do your that game you played a while ago. Bye, love ya. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
An ally has been slain.
All right. Now we can talk spoilers. Big spoilers. It's recap time. Now, the last time we left off, we saw the victim.
An ally has been slain.
And the announcement was made, and we all went to go see it. The victim was none other than Happy Cat, the Tua worshipping fiend, the next upcoming cult leader, Angie. She's dead as fuck.
For real?
For real. Now, we haven't done anything other than discover the body. Kibo's here with us. From what I can recall of the state of the room, It's a locked room murder, which are always fun. Locked room murder. The only way that the door was locked was from the inside, which is special, important. Hello, Hoshi, welcome in. Thank you for the guild check-in. It was a locked door. Only unlocks from the inside because Angie needed to have seclusion to do her art. You have to go. All right, Marius, thank you for hanging out, man. Oh yeah, have fun with the exterminator. Get those ants out of there. Thank you. See you, dude. So, where was I? Right, locked room murder. As far as we know, it was just her and the mannequins made out of wax that she had made. Because I guess she was gonna try to make them for the resurrection ritual. So assuming somebody was resurrected, it does kind of low-key look like one of the mannequins did it. However, I think we have two other suspects based off of vibes alone. Those two other subjects are... Wait, I forgot to update this. So the next death actual is Happy Cat. Wah, wah, wah. Happy Cat done. Deadzo, out of here. Oh, I'm missing my body discovery. There's pre-trial. And we gotta have pre-investigation. That's right. Now, pre-investigation, I put it up to 3 suspects. Honestly, good riddance. Angie was becoming tyrant. She was. Which is why I think 1 or 2 people may have a little bit of motive. Now, who would have the motive, you might ask? Oh, wait, I gotta update this to Happy Cat, dead as fuck. Now, the top 3 suspects that I have are... Well, it's gonna be Kokichi, so Marish is number 1. Yes, Kokichi could get in because of lockpicking, which he then proved that he can do to get in there, which is important for a locked room murder. The problem with Kokichi doing it is that he wouldn't have been able to lock the door after being on the other side of it. Because the door was locked when we came to it, so... Bit of a womp-womp, but he also has the motive because Angie was kind of, you know... what's the word? What's the fucking word? What's the word for what she was doing? She was, like, infringing on his thing, right? He's the supreme commander or whatever the hell his title is. Like, he's the cult leader. And she was coming up doing cult leader stuff, taking his potential members away from him. So it could be Kokichi. Also Tenko, because as a council member, Angie would let her in. I think Tenko had been kicked out by that point. I don't think it was Tenko. I think she was kicked out. It could have possibly been Boring Megamine, aka Himiko. Because maybe she was finally sick and tired of Angie's shit. And she finally did something. Because, like, the room isn't quite a state. Like, the fucking mannequins are, like, hanged upside down and, like, all this other stuff. Kyo also possibly because he complained about her rules. I think that's a bit of a stretch. I complain about rules all the time, but I don't go off people make them, you know what I mean? Plus, he would have been way too scared. Because like, they were dealing with, like, occult stuff. And bro's barely sleeping. It's possible, like, he could be ruled as a suspect just because he didn't like occult stuff, so you could have wanted to stop it. I think that's a good... Wait. Oh, you mean Korikyo. Oh, yeah, I was thinking Kaito, sorry. Korikyo, I feel like Korikyo wouldn't ever take any sort of direct action, though. Because Kyo is a much more, like, watch kind of guy, right? He wants to sit and watch. He's an anthropologist. He's just here to vibe. Even with that being Kyo, I don't think Kyo has enough of a motive. Mia would... Well, at that point, we may as well just put everybody on the list. I'm keeping my top two human subjects as Himiko and Marish. I'm gonna bring up, because we don't know if she ever finished the ritual, so it could be somebody resurrected. So I am gonna put transfer student. Because honestly, right now we don't know if that succeeded. This is the pre-investigation. So here's my pre-investigation top three killers. Kibo can't, because remember the first cipher. Yes, yes, I am aware. There's a I highly recommend it if you've never played it, but there is a visual novel series called the Nonary Games, or no, excuse me, the shit, what are they actually called? The Zero Time Dilemma games, and one of them is the Nonary Games, and then I think the second one is VLR Virtue's Last Reward. And one of those visual novels, I think it's VLR, has like a very big like emphasis on the laws of robotics. So I got him in my head. Can't hurt humans unless the humans threaten humanity, which invokes the zeroth law. I mean, you could consider resurrections somehow a threat of humanity, depending on how your logic goes, I think. I could see it falling on either side. But I also don't think that that's Kibo, because somehow Kibo found God in Natua. So Natua told Kibo to kill Angie. I don't know. You know, maybe just for shits and giggles, on the suspect list, we should put Atua. He's a very important important player in this whole thing, I guess. Move that around. Maki wouldn't kill anyone. Yeah. I trust Maki. I trust her. I don't think it's her. So yeah, I think I'm gonna move forward with this, and we're just gonna have to see where things go from here. Hopefully, you know, I was gonna say hopefully good places, but we're kind of dealing with the murder and lies and deceit, so I don't really think there is a good place to go. One of our friends betrayed us. That's never a good thing. Excuse me, I'll take a drink. Okay. So that Atua may guide her soul to the gates of heaven. Atua, please take care of Angie. Damn, even Tenko's sad. What the fuck?
It can't be.
Hey, why did it end up like this? Didn't Angie have Atua with her? Uh-oh, I'm seeing cracks in the cult. Angie didn't have time to write her Ascendance Manifesto, so nobody has started thinking that maybe she ascended.
You don't know?
Clearly she didn't.
Weird.
That not true. Angie say Atua always by our side. We don't have time to be talking about this. Instead of talking about Atua, yeah, we gotta talk about which one of us is the culprit and win the killing game.
Really?
Wait, this is part of the killing game?
That's right.
What else could it be? The fact that Angie's dead can only mean one thing. One of us killed her. Or, hear me out, or it could be one of those mannequins. The transfer student.
No way.
But why would someone do such awful thing?
But
Is that really what happened?
Huh?
could it be?
It's possible the culprit who killed Angie wasn't one of us, but one of them. Oh, fuck off, bears. Thank you, Anophany. Oh, vomit-soaked entrance, how novel. And the puke is green again, too. That's a pretty ominous sign. Oh, why did another murder happen? What's the deal, Monodam? I thought you were gonna make everyone get along.
It's okay.
Don't worry, overcoming this will bring everyone closer together. That has been the case so far, yes. Yeah, but not close enough because we keep dying. Their bond gets stronger with each class trial, does it not? Murders are necessary to bring everyone closer together. But how? So, let's get started. Give us the, what's the fucking called? The monofile. Give us the monofile. Conduct a friendly investigation, then we will have a friendly class trial. I think you mean a deadly class trial, that's typically what we say. We must distribute these first. I wonder who makes the Monokuma file then. Or if it's just automatically generated. Because Monokuma is not operable currently. Oh look, the Monokuma file. I wanted to be the one to pass it out. Didn't you want to do it too, Monophony?
So,
By the way, I've been thinking, you guys should knock off all this killing and dying. Dying is like so lame. Living is all the rage these days. So true. So base, Monotaro. Dying is so dumb. Imagine. More green puke. This is really unlucky.
So long. Farewell.
Thank you, please leave. Oh no, I'm so sad.
so then.
I'm not sad at all. As there's no use complaining, we are better off in beginning our investigation. So, everyone, we all know what we need to do, yes?
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, by the third murder, we should all be pretty used to dead bodies.
Wait.
Not Gonta. No way Gonta ever get used to this.
Nope.
Trust me, you don't want to be used to this. No one should get used to this. That's nice and all, but it seems pretty insincere coming from an assassin.
Unfortunately.
Damn. Let's start investigating. It's not like we have any other choice. Damn, depressed Kibo is not what I expected. That's true. But still, it's strange. This bizarre setup. 4 wax figures, effigies of the dead, hung upside down in the room. And in the middle, Angie's body in a pool of blood. It certainly appears to be some kind of ritual.
Shuichi.
Alright, bro. I'm counting on you as my sidekick. Let's end this nightmare together.
Okay.
Yeah, but are you feeling okay, Kaito?
Okay.
We seriously don't have time to be talking about this. No way we're gonna die here. I'm definitely gonna find the culprit.
Seems like
The culprit? Is it really someone among us? That killed Angie? I get how you feel, Smoogie, but do you have to repeat that tired old line every time? True! She does it every time. It was one of us. Yes. It was. Oh, no. That's not it. I mean, could this have been the work of the transfer student?
Huh?
Angie prepared the ritual in this room to resurrect the dead, right? And she made those wax dolls hanging upside down as part of the ritual.
could it be?
Maybe the ritual succeeded and the resurrected person killed her. Kaito is out for the count now.
Hey,
What? Shut up already.
What?
It's her fault, telling scary stories out of nowhere like that. Saying messed up stuff like that. Kaito, are you alright?
Damn.
Sure. Sorry, Shuichi. I need to get some fresh air. I'll leave this to you and Maki. Do a good job, you guys. Yeah, don't worry, I'll fucking take care of everything again. Kaito left, still a bit wobbly. Do a good job. That coward has a lot of nerve bossing us around. Maybe that wasn't the best way to phrase it, but he just wants to encourage.
jeez.
You've clearly settled right into your sidekick role. Okay, Maki, let's retract the clause a little bit. Did not ask to be attacked like that.
It's okay.
I don't need him to give me orders. So few people left, I can't afford to sit out anymore.
Well,
So where should we start? We should check the Monokuma file first, right?
You're right.
Oh right, it's like the first investigation that she's going to be taking part in. Because all the other ones, she was like, I'm going to be in my room. The victim is Angie Yanaga, the ultimate artist. The body was found in the ultimate artist's lab. The time of death is approximately 2 in the morning. Holy shit. The cause of death is a stab wound to the back of the neck. The forehead also has a laceration. She got stabbed? Holy shit, wait, she got Aerith. I feel like that was so sparse compared to previous ones. The Monokuma file included the time of death this time. 2 a.m. Everyone must have been asleep. We probably can't rely on witness testimonies. Oh, you know who might not have been asleep? Kaito, right? Wait, I forgot Kaito got over it by then.
but
So, the murder happened at nighttime after all. If everyone had followed the student council's rules like Angie Natua said. Yeah, except for Angie was also breaking the rules. What good will saying that do? The culprit may be one of the student council, yes?
Why?
A member of the student council? That's...
All right.
We should go and figure that out. Let's start investigating and solve this mystery together. I fucking hate Gokichi.
It's impossible.
I can't.
Himiko?
Ugh.
I can't do it. I can't investigate Angie's body. But if we don't make it through the class trial, then everyone will die.
Whatever.
I don't care anymore.
What a pain.
Surviving and everything else. It's too much of a pain.
What was that?
Then why don't you just use your magic to revive Angie?
Please stop.
This is no time for your mean-spirited taunts. Reviving her is clearly impossible.
Is that so?
We cannot say that with certainty. No. You know, that's a good point. If she didn't finish the ritual, that means we can do it and bring her back to life? Question mark?
Huh?
Excuse me?
No.
Well, of course resurrecting her is impossible. But I know a way we can speak with Angie. He's gonna say, break out the Waluigi board.
You see.
You can summon her spirit with a seance called the Caged Child. Oh my god, that's why we've been talking about it. I guess it's a good thing we've been talking to Korekio the past couple of days, because now we're vaguely familiar with the Caged Child. Seance?
What are you trying to pull?
Seance? What are you talking about? Cut it out already.
You gotta be kidding me!
Yeah, this is no time for jokes.
I am serious.
Oh, I'm serious. This is for our investigation.
Huh?
For our investigation?
Yes.
If we speak with Angie, we can ask her who the culprit is and bring this whole case to a swift close.
Well, you know.
First, a resurrection ritual and now a seance. Are you messing with us?
Do you understand?
I would appreciate it if you didn't compare it to Monokuma's foolishness. Seances are genuine occurrences. They are written of in literature the world over. In fact, I myself have participated in seances a great many times. Many times? On top of that, we have here a rare chance to perform the legendary seance, the Caged Child. It would be foolish to not take advantage of this. Yes?
No.
No matter how you put it, now's not the time for something.
However,
Oh? I suspect the only way to confirm your earlier theory is by performing the seance. Yes? Korekio has just been so obsessed with the Caged Child that he's wanted to do nothing but do this fucking seance. That's why anything anyone says, he's like, but seance? We could do the seance and find out, couldn't we? All answers lead to the seance, we better do it. Maybe he killed her just so that way he would have the opportunity to perform the seance. You know what, Korekio? You're on the list. You're on the list. In fact, I'm gonna take Marsh out of it. No, Marsh has been really oddly positive about this. I'm gonna take Megumin out of this. I'm gonna put Corey here. Let's put Kyo, actually. Oh, wait, no, he's Kaneki. I forgot. Alright, Kaneki on the list. Beautiful.
What?
My earlier theory?
therefore,
The possibility of the culprit being the resurrected transfer student. It is not wise to go in the class trial with such outlandish theories in one's head.
well,
So, to prove such a thing impossible, I think it would be best to we consult Angie herself.
incomprehensible.
That logic is peculiar to say the least. Holding a seance to find out holding a seance to find out about the ritual. So we're gonna fight the occult with occult.
Okay.
Well, we can't worry about this forever, so we might as well go with the easy solution. Kathir! Holy shit, you ended early. What the fuck? Why you ended stream so early? Hello, Kathir. How was the rest of V Rising? How you doing? Was it good? Better been good. Well, anyways, hello, welcome in all of Kathir's cultists or dead guys. I don't know what they call you. You have work, which is why you ended early today. Oh, womp womp. Good luck at work. Work sucks. I know. Da, da. But it was V good. You tell me V Rising was V good. Nice. You do a lot of sucking. Hope you got your sucking quota in. I know you're a big fan of it, so I hope you got all the sucking in that you wanted. Our ferret leader Nalian. No ferret here. I don't see one. Do you see one? No ferrets here. Sorry, wrong stream. You must have rated the wrong Nalian. My bad. Well, not my bad, but, you know. You sucked so hard. Hell yeah, let's go. Love that for you. Gonna do the fan art. Look, fan art is not canon. It's not canon. It's very good art. And may have an alternate universe at some point, but not canon. Not a ferret, not a ferret. Maybe someday, but not today. For today, I am but a lion. A lion investigating a murder. Even. Investigative lion.
How exciting!
Okay, I'll help out. I was getting bored of investigating anyway.
Huh?
I'll help too. What? Huh? You too, Himiko? If I can talk to Angie one more time, I'll do anything. Damn. Himiko was full in on the cult. A seance or whatever it takes. I'll do it.
Well,
I'll help out as well. I can't leave Himiko alone. Hello, kitty cat. Welcome in. I hope you're feeling better.
Do whatever
I know you've been
you
sick.
want.
yes.
Okay. I will.
So then,
So now we have 4 participants. I almost said patients. So now we have 4 participants. Kokichi, Himiko, Tenko, and myself. You don't feel sick anymore? Let's fucking go! I'm happy to hear that. Just sleepy, valid. Get good sleep, stay hydrated, all that good stuff. Take care of yourself, kitty. However, the caged child requires 5 people. We're still 1 short. Fine. Then Keyboy can come too.
You're right.
I guess we can't be picky. Damn. The robophobia in this room is insane.
why?
Why am I being forced to participate and being treated like a burden?
Well then,
So then, we need a place to perform the seance. Oh, where shall we do it? How about your lab?
no.
No. In order for the caged child to succeed, the room must be as dark as possible. My lab has windows, so turning the lights off won't make it quite dark enough. Then how about the empty rooms?
That's...
Oh, those spooky fucking things? Empty rooms? The ones on the 4th floor? I don't know why he said the 4th floor. We're on the 4th floor. We're on the same floor of these empty rooms. Why didn't you say on this floor? There aren't any windows there, so if we blow out the candles, it should be pitch dark.
Yeah.
Sure, I'm fine with that.
Listen up.
I agree with Himiko.
Tell me your thoughts.
However, there are 3 empty rooms. Which one shall we use? Does it matter? The middle room. The middle room's always best for stuff like this.
I see, yes.
She's excited. What the fuck? Oh, she got to talk to Angie. Never mind. Duh. Makes sense. Very well. I shall begin the preparations at once. I shall have you 4 help me as well. Let us carry all the necessary equipment from my lab. I hope we get to, like, watch the seance. Are you really going to do this?
Do you understand?
This is for our investigation. I said as much, did I not? We need to use all our effort. We need to use all our effort to discover the culprit. lest our lives be lost. They are really gonna go fight a cult with a cult. That's fucking crazy. Kiyo, Kokichi, Kibo, Tenko, and Himiko all left the scene. That's a lot of K names. Holy shit.
This is stupid.
Are they seriously about this stupid seance?
But
Perhaps that's just part of the investigation in their eyes. We should go with it. In any case, I should focus on what I can do. Look what I can do. What the ultimate detective can do. What can we do? Okay, well, clearly we need to start looking at some of this dead bodiness going on in this room. And the random effigies. We cannot inspect the book, which is interesting. Let's go look at the stabbed Kaede. Kaede, how'd you end up like this? The door is in the lab's... Wait, the door is the lab's back door.
Is this...
This door has a sliding lock, and it's still locked.
that's true.
And because no one has used this door since we came in here, I believe Angie locked this door when she came in, and it's been locked ever since.
Hey,
Oh wait, what's this? Look, there's something gold and shiny on the tab of the sliding lock. The sword. There's a gold flaked sword, right? Like the hilt. Gold and shiny. Could it be?
Is that all right?
Maki, may I see it for a minute? I want to try moving the sliding lock.
so what?
You want to unlock it? Go ahead. It's what you want. I carefully touched the knob of the lock, avoiding the gold parts, and softly slid the lock open.
Okay.
Just as I suspected, this lock will slide without much effort. Whether you lock it or unlock it. This could be an important clue. Why?
Well,
I'm curious about this rear door too, but there's something else that bothers me. The lock on the front door that we used to enter this room. Shouldn't we investigate the front door too? I'm going to take a closer look at it. Maki walked over to the front door. Okay, so why can't we... Wait, we can't investigate any of the bodies? What the fuck? Okay, I guess we'll fucking look at Angie's body. Angie's body. She's lying face down in the middle of the room.
what's wrong?
Are you going to take a closer look?
Okay.
Yes, I was planning to.
You got a minute?
Then let's hurry up and do it. We can't afford to waste any time here. Maki didn't hesitate. She stepped past me and walked over to the body. Oh, I forgot I was supposed to look at the front look. She has no problem with dead bodies. She is the ultimate assassin. Okay, now I can look at them. Okay. Okay, we're already here for Angie's body. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead.
I knew it.
The killing blow was done with a single stab to the back of the neck. A sneak attack, most likely.
Well,
Then what do you make of the wound on her forehead? Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her from behind. But her two wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack?
Oh yeah.
I suppose that would be unnecessary.
Remember,
Also, the wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. What is going on with these two wounds? A deep cut with no... That's minimal bleeding? Would that happen if the forehead wound came after the neck stab wound? I'm gonna say yes. Huh?
huh?
What's wrong, Maki?
Got a minute?
Move. Maki pushed me aside, then lifted Angie's body up by the shoulder.
Is this...
What's this doing crumpled underneath her body?
What is it?
This is duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here?
Uh,
I don't know, but it must be related to the case. Okay. It looks like hair? White hair? Which would be hers. Weird. Look, there are hairs stuck to the tape. Long hairs. Angie's, right? Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could that mean? What could that mean? There could be more duct tape somewhere? Or maybe that was part of the forehead wound? And that's why there's less bleed? No, that doesn't make sense. Huh.
but
I'm surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under her body.
So what?
Danganronpa Friday, check DMs. Okay. I guess. Oh, okay. Thank you. It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did.
okay.
Ah, well, that's true. Well, even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies. So don't beat yourself up over it.
Okay.
Well then, it's a good thing you're used to corpses, Maki.
Do you want to die?
Huh? Do you want to die?
Sorry.
Sorry, joking. I couldn't resist.
Got a minute?
You don't need to apologize. I was joking too. Bruh, how long is this game? Well, we're in chapter 3, probably out of 6, and I have put... This doesn't feel accurate, but it says 53 hours. I don't believe it. I've probably left the game on at some point. But, it's a long game. I also only play it once a week for 3 hours, so it's going to take a while. I think there's 6. I don't actually know how many chapters there are. Actually, let me check. How many chapters in Danganronpa V3? Six chapters, yep. Oh, this one says 8 chapters, including prologue and epilogue. So, yeah. Your attention span can never... Mine struggles sometimes. Mentally and physically, I'm here focusing on this game, but the back of my mind is like, Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves. What is everybody else doing? They could be playing golf right now, and I could be missing out on golf. So the cult leader finally dead? Yes, Kathir is dead. I know. Wait, no, sorry. Angie is dead. The other cult leader. Yeah, the Wuthering Waves. Wuthering Waves. Or to go downstairs and use the new DJ deck. I used it a little bit today. Mind blown. Holy shit. Okay. Wuthering Waves. That's what you're gonna do, Valid. That didn't sound like a joke, though. Yeah, it is so nice. The only issue that I have with it is it was difficult to navigate trying to queue up a second song. But I think that just needs practice. Yeah, everything just feels so good in premium like that. The Necronomicon. Ah, this book. The instructions for the resurrection ritual are written in the Necronomicon. By performing the ritual as written, you can resurrect one deceased victim.
I knew it.
This was the motive, the Necronomicon.
Hey.
Andrea tried to perform the ritual written in this book, right?
Okay.
Yes. If we look at this book, we should learn the steps of the ritual she was trying to perform. Let's take a look. We're gonna open the Necronomicon. Excuse me. The Necronomicon Resurrection Ritual. Prepare an effigy of the dead soul you wish to contact. Everyone may participate. Wait, I want to read what it actually says. How much you know about resurrection rituals? I'm an expert. That's why I wrote this handy manual. It's so easy anyone can do it. Even a monkey. Even a bear? What's a ritual? Do you want to talk to a dead loved one again? This simple ritual will return a departed soul to the land of the living. Here's how. The size and shape of the effigy is irrelevant. Make it out of whatever materials you wish. If it's not obvious who the effigy is supposed to be, label it with the name of the deceased. After preparing the effigy, burn this Necronomicon to ashes. Use caution. Be mindful of carbon monoxide poisoning. Sprinkle the ashes on the effigy and repeat the name of the deceased 3 times. Okay, so it seems like the ritual's never completed since the book is still here. Then close your eyes and wait. After a while, you should feel a light tap on your back. If so, that means the ritual was a success. The ashes are only good for one use. The ritual can only be performed once, so use it wisely. So these are the steps for the resurrection ritual. Okay, so then why the fuck are all the effigies like this? Cause they clearly weren't revived.
This is stupid.
Angie really believed in this crap? It's pretty obvious that you wouldn't be able to resurrect anyone with this. Under normal circumstances, I'm sure that's true. But in this place, I don't think we can rule anything out. Okay, let's take a close look at Kaede. The 4 effigies hung upside down makes this scene particularly eerie. Ropes are dangling from the exposed beams on the ceiling.
If I remember correctly.
Angie made all of these wax figures.
Hey.
Is this rope from the warehouse? Dude, fucking Kaede got Sephiroth.
You're right.
I believe so. And that means they won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten these ropes. Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that can be used for murder. Anyway, I know that these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out.
That's true.
The effigies look exactly like real people. Not just their faces, but their bodies too. The ultimate artist certainly was talented.
By the way,
why is this effigy upside down? Is this part of the ritual? I'm not sure.
what is it?
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would go out of their way to hang a wax effigy? Maybe Angie was just really pissed and decided to take out her anger on the deceased like this. Hang them upside down and then stabbing them, apparently. Well, it almost seems like she was possibly stabbed by this sword. So it's kind of like whoever stabbed her maybe turned around and then stabbed Kaede. They're just like, you know what? Fuck you, Kaede. Right. If they're going to do this much work, there must be some reason for it. What could it be? Who would do this? The culprit? Angie? Or someone else entirely? Okay, so we can't inspect them individually? Okay, no we cannot. Womp womp. Okay, let's talk to not Angie, Maki about the door.
Hey,
I just want to confirm something. When we got to this lab, you're sure that front door was locked?
Okay.
Yes, I'm positive. I grabbed the knob and tried to turn it. It really is locked.
I knew it.
The front entrance was locked until Kokichi picked the lock to open it. Then he opened it. Whoa! So, he picked this cylinder lock open. Shit! Shit! I'm trying to turn off auto. How did I even
That's
turn?
not true.
How did I even turn auto on?
then
What have I done? Oh, spacebar. Fuck me. Okay. See, do you think anyone else could have opened the lock besides him? It would have been impossible from the outside. The Monocubs took the key. Right. So Kokichi is the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside. Correct. Only Kokichi would have been able to open and close the door from the outside. But someone inside could have opened and closed it as they pleased. Oh! Okay, thought. I have a thought moment. Once we get out to the main screen, I will talk about the thoughts.
huh?
So, the front door was locked from the inside of the room?
No.
Not necessarily. I'm just thinking of the possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the doors got out. How the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors. Okay. Oh, never mind. Still, it's strange that the front door and the back door have different locks. The front door that we came in from has a cylinder lock. And the rear door over there has a sliding lock. But by the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked.
Is this?
In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right? That girl, that's what I've been saying since we got here. And since we discovered this room, I even said, I was like, there's gonna be a locked room mystery here. Locked, huh?
You're right.
Yes. The cylinder lock's key was taken by the Monocubs. so both doors could only be locked from the inside. But only if you rule out Kokichi's lockpicking, right? He could have picked the cylinder lock in the front door and go in and out of the lab. So he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie. Can you do that? Can you reverse lockpick?
If I remember correctly.
That's true.
That's right.
Also, he appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves.
I knew it.
He's clearly suspicious. No, she's right. I honestly didn't think about reverse lockpicking. Locking. Didn't think about that. It is suspicious, but that solution seems a little too convenient. It also ignores some of the other pieces of information that information that we have. Like, I'm gonna see if I can step up here. Like this door. You know what? Looking at this now, okay. So thought. If this is the sword that it's very flaky, so like the paint and stuff comes off it easily, it's possible that Kaede was tied up in a way where after killing Angie and making sure that the front door was locked, this door was unlocked, right? So locked front door, unlocked back door, Angie dead, culprit standing here. What they do is they stick the sword into Kaede and line it up with the lock. Because as we learned, the lock is very easy to open and close. I think it was specifically said that Shuichi did it very lightly. So, if you take that and then you twist the rope that Kaede is on, you twist it up, wind it up, and then you let go of it and then walk out that door as fast as you can. The way that the sword is lined up, the hilt is going to hit the lock, and it's going to lock the door for you. And then by the time anybody comes in here, because this was done at 2 a.m., so by the time anybody gets in here, her momentum is gone, and Kaede is stuck here with a sword jab into her. I think that's it. I think that solves the locked room. I actually feel super confident about that. I'm gonna give this a theory here, a theory name. We're gonna call this Whirlwind Theory. Because Kaede was spinning in circles with a sword, like whirlwind. Like the spell. Badge reference, but it's okay. Whirlwind Theory. I cannot spell theory. Or whirlwind for that matter, but whatever. Okay. So, whoever killed Tornado Theory is also a good one, but Whirlwind Theory is much funnier. Because barbarians cast Whirlwind. The Orc Blade Master from Warcraft 3 cast Whirlwind. They spin around with their weapon. Which is what I think they did here. I think they wound up Kaede on the rope and let her spin after leaving the room, and eventually the hilt hit the slide lock and locked the door. Like a whirlwind. Like a whirlwind attack. Whirlwind Theory. But now the answer is, or now the question is, who did it? Because something happened. They used that sword and stabbed Angie in the back of the neck. And then I think at some point after, got her in the forehead. But why? And with what? Is the question. That's what Gonta has to say.
Why?
A murder at nighttime is strange. Impossible, even.
Why?
Why do you think that?
Right.
Because student council made rule that we know can be outside during nighttime. Everyone should have been asleep. No way murder could have happened at nighttime.
You.
Do you really think everyone would go along with that rule? But it Ottawa's rule. Angie say he punish us if we not follow his rules. Oh, Gonta, my sweet summer child. Welcome to the conundrum of religion. But the student council wasn't included in that, correct? They could do whatever they wanted. Angie was also working here at night. Huh? She was? No way. Student council would never break own rules. Then why was she out here at 2 a.m., bro?
Right.
They should have been asleep in their own rooms to set good example to others. Maybe Angie got attacked while she sleep in her room and got brought here.
Gonta, idiot.
If so, Gonta could have saved her. If only Gonta saw. But Gonta was sleeping. Sorry, Angie. Gonta no could save you. I find it hard to believe that no one went outside in spite of the student council rule. The student council could have saw something at least? Other members? No, because they would have called somebody out. I'm not sure if it's okay to say this or not, but could Tenko be the culprit?
Huh?
Wow, just tossing out accusations with nothing, huh? Sure, she has motive. Oh, it's not like I have proof or anything, but earlier I heard Himiko say that Tenko was trying to betray the student council.
No.
So you suspect Tenko?
Actually,
Because as a member of the student council, she wouldn't have been allowed into the slab.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. Angie did allow members of the student council to enter her lab. Yeah, but Tenko had been excommunicated before the murder. She was no longer a part of the student council. Yeah, and Angie had shut away here working on the ritual by herself since yesterday. She said she would only unlock the door if she heard a student council member's voice.
That's true.
That would certainly point to Tenko. She did betray the student council after all.
no.
It's not that I want to suspect Tenko, but since only student council members would have been let in here, so Angie only let in student council. We know this though. I don't know why he's talking about it like this is the first time that we've heard it. We heard about this when we were with Tenko, when she betrayed them. And she got excommunicated right in front of us. So I guess maybe they just have to repeat information so you like get it, got it good. Sorry. That would be Gonta, Kibo, Himiko, Tenko, and Tsumugi. Of that group, Tenko is certainly the most suspicious. No! He's forgetting about information he already has. What the fuck? You already know that's not true. Rah! This busty, brainy beauty has this all figured out.
Huh?
I always miss her voice. I always get it and then I lose it. Like, Valley Girl. Heyo. Huh? You mean you know who the culprit is?
What was that?
Huh? The culprit? Fuck that.
Hey,
Shuichi, do we really have the time to be listening to her?
Wait!
Hey, wait! Wait a goddammit! Are you just gonna ignore my genius idea?
What?
Just listen to me, okay? Come on, listen to me. Listen.
Okay.
Okay. Well, if you want to twist my arm, then I'll tell you. You better thank me for this.
You know,
I know y'all are dumber than fleas, but even you get how weird these wax dolls are, right? They are strange. Are they for the ritual? Or another purpose?
well then.
But I figured it out with just one glance. These are diversions.
Could it be?
Diversions.
Listen up!
Yep. The culprit used these wax dolls to distract us from something.
got a minute?
What do you mean by that? I think to go along with Whirlwind Theory, if it was just the one doll hanged up, the one effigy hanged up, it would have been suspicious. But since all of them are, it's less suspicious. Because now it's like, why are all of these hanged up, as opposed to why is this one hanged up? Because if just the one is hanged up, then it looks like just the one had purpose. But if all of them are hanged up, then it becomes, what's the grander purpose? But really, as Miyu is saying, and I agree with, only one of them had actual purpose being hanged.
What?
How should I know? Isn't that Sherlock? Wow,
I knew it.
you're a waste of time. Pop off, Maki. Maki churned and walked away. I can't say I blame her.
What was that?
Huh? The hell's her problem? She on the rag or something? What does that mean? So Angie made these wax dolls, huh? The resemblance is pretty uncanny. They say the devil's in the details, you know? Let's just see how detailed these really are. Hey! Miyu tried to look up the wax figure's skirt, because of course she did.
Hey!
What are you doing? Stop that!
What?
What? I just wanted to see if this doll was wearing panties. But wait, do you have a doll fetish? Are you excited that your dead girlfriend's a doll now?
Ha! Fucking virgin!
If you like dolls so much, then go fuck the doll already. Shuichi's like, I don't have time for this shit. I'm starting to agree with Maki. Talking to Miyu is a waste of time. Usually yes, but she has a great point. Because, like, according to Whirlwind Theory, they only needed Kaede to lock the door. But if they only left Kaede up, then it would have been, why was Kaede tied up like this? But since all of them are tied up with this, like this, then the question becomes, why are all of them? What is the purpose for all of them being tied up? But Miyu's saying that they're a distraction. And she's right. It's just too bad everything else out of her mouth makes no sense. Still things to investigate here. Like what? Can we get a closer look at the sword, maybe? Will they let me do that? Oh, we can. Oh, okay. I missed that earlier. A katana. Stabbed into Kaede's wax effigy.
Damn it!
Who did this? And why?
You got a minute?
Let me see. Pulls it out. Maki nudged me aside, then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy.
Ah!
Wait, this is a crime scene. You can't...
What is it?
You wanted to check the katana, right? Well, you can do that if you don't pull it out.
Because...
Yes, true. But we have to preserve the scene. Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while.
Is this...
It's a real katana, but there's gold leaf on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's the one that was on display in the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. Is that so? Uh-oh, Korekiyo. Buddy, you didn't, did you?
Okay.
We can probably assume this is the murder weapon, judging from the blood stains on the tip. The edge is too rusty to cut well, but would be enough to stab. But why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder weapon?
That's true.
Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon.
Could it be...
Perhaps it's because Kiyo's lab is on the same floor? They just grabbed something close by? Or they wanted something with some sort of significance. Like cultural significance? It seems very Kiyo to then want to go to like do it like that and then be like, well, we better go have a seance with this spiritually charged sword. They may have been in a hurry.
Well...
Or maybe they needed a long weapon like this. That too, actually. They needed the fucking Sephiroth looking ass weapon for this.
Huh?
To be able to lock the door after. According to Whirlwind Theory. A long weapon?
Okay.
My lab doesn't contain swords or any other weapon of this length.
Huh?
Ah, really?
That's true.
I'm not sure how Monokuma found it, but he must know I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched a mission using a katana. I haven't used a sword since, which is fine because they're a hassle to carry anyway. I suppose everyone's lab is suited to them personally, just like Angie's was. But how did they know all this? Anyway, the gold leaf on this katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hand now.
Okay.
Just like it's on the lock. It must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that easily.
Got a minute?
Why didn't you say so earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I'll have to wash them later. Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Kaede's effigy.
Hey.
I'm going to put the katana back where we found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away.
Okay.
Ah, thank you. Then she stabbed it. I averted my gaze, and Maki stabbed the katana back into the wax effigy.
By the way...
And Kaede stabbed again, yay! Even so, why was a weapon stabbed into the wax effigy? A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual? Or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? No, it was used as a tool to lock the room. Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe off the blood. Besides, I was certain there are better ways to hide a murder weapon than this.
What are you talking about?
Then, what's the reason for this?
That's...
I honestly have no idea.
Well...
We should investigate where this weapon came from. We might find a clue there.
Okay.
The Ultimate Anthropologist lab? Yes, let's do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room. Man, what are we gonna do when that katana is actually still there? It's not the same katana. Maybe our mind will truly be blown. There's still things to investigate? Like, do I need to look at their each individual bodies? What did I miss? Is that Kurumi? Oh, this is just asking why are they hanged up. We already did the katana. Pool of blood, okay. A small pool of blood has emanated from Angie's torso. This can't be from her forehead. This blood is from the back of her neck.
Is this...
This blood is dry. It must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed. Maybe more. Oh. Same blood, perhaps? Different person? Oh, you're in Deadly Life now? Sorry you're late in there. That is A-okay, Lucas the Great. Welcome in. I hope we're doing well today. Who do you suspect the killer is? Let me look at the list. So, pre-investigation, I thought it could be Kokichi, Korikiyo, the transfer student. However, the transfer student idea is out now because we definitely know that that the resurrection ritual had never been completed. So it could not have been one of them. And then as a joke, I put Ottawa. I'm kind of leaning Korikiyo. Unfortunately, because I don't want it to be him. Because I've also spent a lot of time protecting him, denying things. But it's not looking good for him right now, to say the least. So, but yeah, those my top two are Korikiyo and what's his face? Korikiyo. Those are the top suspects. We'll see how things change as we go, though. Must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed. Maybe more. Okay, so the question becomes, it could be somebody else's blood, or we know that her forehead wound didn't kill her, but it's not as bloody as the back of the neck wound. So the forehead wound could be older. Like she got hurt and then got up later after the bleeding. Then got stabbed? Maybe? You don't think it was Byakuya Togami? What? What do you mean? Why wouldn't you think that? I think Byakuya is real suspicious this time. That's wild. That fits the 2 a.m. time of death listed in the Monokuma file. It do. Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the Monokuma file. There were several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. If we think about all the evidence in combination, that might tell us something. Let's continue the investigation now. Okay, so far, I believe I've solved the locked murder, or not locked murder, the locked room portion of this. It's everything else that we... Still not sure who did it. Which is the big thing. Maki, what's wrong?
So what?
It's not that important, but... The only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime. Okay, thanks. Is that a compliment? Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Like I'd know.
Who knows? You're certainly more reliable than Kaito, at least. That guy is useless. Anyway, let's continue. I think we finished investigating everything for now.
Got a minute?
Is this really the time to rest? I don't think we've found enough clues yet. We don't know how much time we have left to investigate, so we need to hurry up.
You're right.
Ah, you're right. First we should investigate the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. we may find a clue related to the katana.
That's true.
That's true. We need to check if the katana really did come from that place. Is something wrong, Maki?
By the way,
It just occurred to me. Why am I acting like your partner?
sure, whatever.
Well, it's fine. Just don't get used to it. She says that because she's the killer and she's not going to make it past this trial, so. Or she's just been a little tsundere. It's not as if I asked you, but it's fine by me. It's true that Maki is a tremendous help to me. Okay, so to recap, pretty sure that the locked room portion of this murder is answered by the sword in Kaede due to how fickle the lock is. If you were to spin Kaede correctly and let her go and then leave the room out this door, she would spin until eventually the hilt would hit the lock and then would close the lock. And I think that's how we got ourselves a locked room murder. Fun facts are back this time about Usami/Monami in the files. She has unused class trial mugshots images on the left. In this game, no one knows why, but best guess is, oh. And maybe they just got them for everyone. We're like, just in case. In case someone decides to change up the story a bit. And they write in a... write in a scene where Monami gets... Wait, no, Monami's not even in the game. What the fuck? At least not currently. Wait, is that a face? Wait. Okay, this kind of looks like a face. Like, you got the lips right here, the chin, ears, kind of an eye. But then it turns into, like, two legs. I don't know how I feel about that. This kind of looks like a dog. I hope I'm not failing this Rorschach test. This looks like some sort of chicken. It's not like the chicken feet. Kind of. Big wings, perhaps? A big winged chicken? Do you guys have any answers for me by any chance? Oh, my decapitated monk pals. Were all three of these always decapitated? Or did a new one get decapitated? Wait, how many people are alive? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. More than 8. Okay, never mind. I was like, maybe this correlates. It does not. Kind of womp womp. Man, I just want to see what's going on with the seance. Bet that shit's wild. Or nothing is happening. If I remember correctly, the gold leaf katana is from right here. It's just the it's just the sheath. Earlier, the katana was inside the sheath.
Okay.
Maki, the gold leaf katana definitely came from here. I'm certain of it.
That's true.
Doesn't that make Kyo suspicious? This is his research lab after all. Yeah, but Korikyo... I think that almost proves that it's not him. Because Korikyo would care about, like, the preservation of an artifact. And I feel probably wouldn't use it to commit murder for, like, no real reason, right? So actually, I think the fact that the sword came from here means that it wasn't him. Same thing about those mugshots and everyone else in this game has unused versions for when it's on the right. The only time this happens is when Monocubs talk. Oh yeah, it probably was for dev things then. weren't sure how they were gonna do something, so just had like all the assets for everything, and then just decided after. Or something. Or it got changed after.
No.
Not necessarily. Anyone could have come in here and taken it.
That's true.
Fair enough. Anyone could have done the same with my lab too. Well, looky here, Kokichi. Oh, what are you guys doing here?
You.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with the seance? He's probably here to get stuff. You look so disgusted right now. Then again, I guess that is your signature look. Anyway, I forgot to bring something we need for the seance, so I came back to get it.
Huh?
Something for the seance?
Yeah.
Yep, that white sheet over there. We brought the wooden dog statue in the cage already, but I guess we need that sheet too.
What is it?
I don't get it. Why do you guys need a cage, a wooden dog statue, and a white sheet? Hey, don't ask me. I don't know why we need that stuff either. To be fair, it is all Korikyo.
So that means...
That's why I figured I'd do a little research on the seance before I got the sheet.
Huh?
Study. So, let's see. Kokichi took a look around, and I heard it was like some old handmade book. Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
Yep. It says Cage Dog Village right here on the cover. So this must be it. Let's see. What does it say about the Cage Child Seance? Kokichi flipped through the old book he picked up. This goes for everyone, including every mugshot that is on Sorrentaro, even though I'm going to use Shuichi. That's cool. I'm also not surprised. It probably was just like a, just in case. Get done for everybody, sent to the art team. Everybody gets these things. Probably also in case anybody did data mine to like get the information as well. You wouldn't be able to tell based off of like that. But now that I think about it, there's probably other stuff that you could look into that would expose that. So never mind. Oh, is this the page? It's hard to read, but I can see the caged child is mentioned here. Here we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyo's drawn the same magic circle as the one in this picture. Okay, let's see. In order to perform the caged child, you need 5 people, including the spirit medium, in a dark place with no light.
If I remember correctly.
Just like Kyo said. First, draw the magic circle passed down from the caged dog village on the ground. In the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel, curl like a turtle, and rest their forehead on a stone on the ground. Afterward, the other 4 participants must put the iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with a white sheet. And finally, the dog god must be placed on top of the cage.
I see.
Also, it says we can't step on the magic circle during the preparations. The dog god? Do you mean the wooden statue?
Yeah.
When preparations are complete, turn out all the lights and create complete darkness. The seance will begin when 4 participants are standing at each corner of the room. The 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the caged child song. Oh boy, they get to sing too. This party's about to be fucking lit. After the song, ask, "Is the caged child?" Then say the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply in the voice of the summoned spirit. And that's all it says. That sounds complicated.
But...
Complicated plans have a better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say? Whether it works or not, Hio has been wanting to conduct this seance for a while. He's like, I love the occult. Since I was fortunate enough to obtain one of these copies, I have already memorized it. But I never thought I'd be able to lay eyes on the real one. What a trick of fate.
Right?
Maybe he really did murder someone just to be able to do this seance. Oh yeah, he said he memorized every word of it too. That's probably why he left the book here, because he can conduct the seance without it. But is that even possible? Contacting Angie's ghost? If you're so curious, why don't you join us, Shuichi?
Huh? Well, you know.
You should see how it plays out with your own eyes.
See?
There's still time, you know. The seance hasn't even started yet.
That's true.
Maybe it's better if you join them.
Huh?
You think so?
I don't understand.
Well, I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. But whether you believe or not, as a detective, you should be there to observe what happens. As a detective, huh?
Okay.
Yeah, I think you're right. Now you're talking.
All right.
Well, I'll be waiting for you. Of the 3 empty rooms, we're in the middle one. But doesn't that make too many people? Would that not throw off the seance? Kokichi spoke as though he was inviting me to go play, then left the room. Well, this is going to be interesting. Any further comment, Rocky?
Hey,
You can deal with the seance. I'll head back to the crime scene to re-examine the clues. Ooh, boy! Alright, chat, you boys ready for a seance? You guys ready to get friggin' spoopy up in here? Fun fact, for Danganronpa 1, in every character trial sprite gallery, everyone has a bullet time mugshot. In your next chat, you'll put the characters that goes unused. Aye aye. Trying to remember. Bullet time battle mugshot. Oh, like, okay. Man, I freaking hate. Wait, no, I'm thinking Pants Talk Action, not bullet time. I don't remember bullet time battle you're talking about then. Yeah, it's been so long since Danganronpa 1. It's crazy. Middle room, center room.
Hello.
So, Kokichi tells me you wish to participate in this seance as well, Shuichi? You are most welcome to join us,
Oh.
is what I would like to say. However, only 5, including the spiritual medium, may join. I bet Kokichi's gonna offer up his spot.
Oh, man.
Or kick out Kibo. Aw, man, what a shame. Well, Keyboy, you're out.
Me?
Why me?
Hmm.
I agree with Kokichi. I was thinking this for a while. Bro, they hate Kibo for no reason. Why are they so robophobic?
Listen up.
Robots and seances don't mix. They're like toothpaste and orange
You
juice.
see.
To be honest, I had the same thought. Your help was appreciated, Kibo.
Why you?
Don't any of you feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come? That's why we're apologizing.
Do not mock me!
No one's apologized yet.
Oh, man.
Fine, fine. Our bad. Just don't get mad and start shooting electromagnetic waves at us.
How rude!
Why would I do that?
Stop it.
Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start this seance as soon as possible. Fine, but I won't forget this betrayal, Shuichi. Oh, Kibo. Shuichi had nothing to do with this. He's been forced into it just like you were. What did I do?
So then,
Saika Disguise, Junko, Chihiro, Mondo, Hifumi, Sakura, Byakuya, and Kyoko. The whole time was a battle with a rhythm game. Oh, Pantalk action. Fuck that game. I hated that shit. It is interesting that they all had it though, even though like none of them were killers. But fuck that shit. Fuck that game mode. Sorry. PTSD. Oh, I forgot to read that.
do you
Some
understand?
warnings. Do not enter the magic circle that I've drawn on the floor. It is drawn with purifying salt, so it's easily disturbed when stepped upon. You drew this magic circle with salt?
That's correct.
I always use salt for magic circles. It makes seances more likely to succeed.
Well then,
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail,
terrifying.
but it may also unleash a curse.
Okay.
Got it. I'll be careful. I'm surprised you're able to draw this without even looking at the picture.
Do not worry.
I have the entire document memorized, so this magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I also have the Caged Child song memorized. You must do the same.
Do you understand?
I have copied the words to the song down here. Please, commit them to memory. At last, at long last, young guard dog and a little lost girl, sealed within an iron cage. At mountain's bottom, within the darkness, at long last, how many will there be by down? Will there be 2 or just 1? Will the guard dog run far away, or did it eat the little girl? At last, at long last. That's a wonderful song, Keo. Thank you for sharing. Pantalk Action was reworked version the second game. They're similar but different same time. Oh, okay. I still hated it. I hated it in 1. I hated it even more in 2. It's a lot more bearable in 3. I will say that. But it's always my least favorite part. Everyone else has already memorized it. After all, you'll be unable to read in the dark.
Huh?
We have to memorize the lyrics now?
Oh?
You're a detective, so I expect your memory should be up to the task. Here is the melody. Ooh, popcorn time? I listened to Kyo sing the song and did my best to memorize the melody and lyrics. I hope they don't piss me on it.
Okay.
Alright, I think I've got it now. Your memory is extraordinary. You are indeed the ultimate detective.
Well then.
Well then, let us begin the ritual right away.
How exciting!
Yay! We're finally get to see Angie!
So then.
Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl. Then I'll do it. I can't think of anyone but me that Angie's spirit should go in. Ayo?
No.
No, I'll do it. Because if you're the spirit medium, you won't be able to talk to Angie. She's got a point, actually.
That's right.
You want to talk to Angie, right? Then I'll be the spirit medium. That way you can say goodbye to her. And after you've finished saying your goodbyes, keep your chin up and live life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else. We did it. Bugs Bunny. Oh no. How did Bugs get in here?
Please.
Tenko.
By the way.
Also, Himiko, let me say this one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. Bro, why is Tenko talking like she's about to die? Is she the killer? This is some death flag type talking. Like, she's talking like she may or may not survive this seance, but like... What? So, if you feel like crying while you're talking... If you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too.
Damn it!
And venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up.
Yes.
Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. Damn. Tenko actually dropping some life advice, boys. Listen up. Lock in. Train your heart by crying, laughing, venting. Why are you saying pause, Lucas? I think you've trained too much. Whoa! She's got a bit of a smile on her face. That was the worst laugh I've ever done. You're probably right. It seems like the two of them made up. That's good.
So then...
So now that we've decided on a spiritual medium, let us begin.
Yes.
Alright, Himiko. I'll see you later. Damn.
Now, I would like the spirit
And then
medium
Tenko fucking died.
to sit within the center circle. Please be sure to walk on the path, so as not to disturb the magic circle.
How are we gonna put the cage and the guard dog on top of her? How's that gonna work?
Make sure you watch your steps since it's so dark in here.
Next, you must be as a turtle within that circle.
You are turtle enough for the Turtle Club.
Please rest your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here.
99? What does that mean?
It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
Oh, he's sure.
Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
Like this?
This may be uncomfortable, but
Yep.
please endure
Turtle.
until the seance is complete.
That's a turtle.
Whatever you do, you mustn't raise your head or change positions.
Piece of cake. I have 5-star flexibility.
So then,
Starting now, the rest of us must get to work. There are many things left to be done.
let's see.
First, we must place this iron cage atop Tenko. I shall leave that to Shuichi and Kokichi. So, please keep in mind, walk carefully, so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Yeah.
Okay, you can count on me. I may not look it, but I'm actually super duper strong.
I shouldn't have lied. I'm way too weak for this kind of stuff.
Oh, the cage is smaller than I thought it would be. That explains why she has to be in turtle position.
It's made of iron. No wonder it's heavy.
Hold on! Don't just drop it on top of me!
Drop on top of her.
I know. It wouldn't be very funny if a body discovery announcement happened during this.
Actually, Kokichi, I think it would be very funny.
Please don't jinx us!
I'm tired. So, next, we cover the basket with a white cloth.
Interesting that
right?
Kokichi hasn't tried to sabotage this yet. I completely expected him to do something absolutely wild.
I shall take that role. All right, everything is prepared. Tenko,
Where's the
what
dog?
are you doing?
Well, I can only see the floor from this position, but I think I'm fine.
The final step is to place the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. The four of us may need to do this together. The statue is quite heavy.
How are the four of us gonna walk that thing down this tiny ass lane? Himiko is clearly stepping on the salt right now. Do you see the back of her left heel? Her left heel is on the salt right now. That's it. The whole seance is ruined. God damn it, Himiko.
Even with 4 people, it's still really heavy.
Oh, holy crap, this weighs a ton!
No, it is not much more than 175 pounds.
Thank you for the clarification, Korikyo.
Oh, I'm totally
Appreciate it.
wiped.
I'm not questioning things, Lucas. I'm simply pointing out that we've already fucked up. The question becomes, did Himiko do this on purpose? There's a chance. There's a chance. Oh, baby, there's a chance. Because she's the killer.
I could have used my magic to carry it easily, but seances and magic don't mix.
It's wild how Himiko has not proven her ultimate talent in any capacity. Aside from the one trick that I feel like isn't like a professional caliber thing.
Are you sure it's okay to put something so heavy on top of the cage?
Like, Himiko hasn't really had her chance to shine, to show off her ability.
The iron cage was made specifically for seances, so it can hold this weight.
Okay. I guess that's fine then.
Now,
You're fine.
let us exit the magic circle. Take care to avoid disturbing it.
Oh, Himiko is way past that, don't worry. Himiko is the #1 disturber. This is the point of no return, Tenko. After this point, you mustn't speak. The next time you open your mouth, it will be Angie speaking through you.
Got it.
Spooky. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Okay, everyone. I'll see you guys after the seance. And then
Okay.
Tenko fucking died. The rest of us shall move to the corners of the room. Please go to one of your choosing. We each stood in a different corner. Oh boy, here we go!
Now we darken the room. Kokichi and Shuichi are closest to the candles.
Just have Himiko use her magic.
Please blow out the candles. You should be able to
Excuse
follow
me, I
the
forgot.
walls in the dark.
Magic and seances don't mix.
So go back to the corner of the room after it's dark. Okay, got it.
Korikyo's gonna trip over the salt line.
You needn't move, Himiko. There are many gaps in the floor near you.
Yeah, got it.
She's like, do nothing? I am.
Once the room is dark, I will begin the song. Please sing along with me.
Hell yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Holtzman.
Then, I will call out to Angie. Until she replies, there must be silence.
After the seance is done, Shuichi and I are supposed to light the candles again, right?
Okay, one sec. My food is here. Alright, let's get this seance bread, boys.
Correct. I brought matches from the warehouse, so please use those.
Wait, what? Light the candles after, okay.
Okie dokie, then I'll blow out the candle now.
Bow, bow, bow. Why didn't we, like, light the match so we could find our way back to the corner of the room and then blow out the match after? That way we don't risk stepping on the salt line. I walked up to the closest candle and blew out the flame. Kokichi vented? That's pretty sus. That's very sus. The room instantly fell into complete darkness. Pitch black darkness. So dark, I couldn't even see my own body. Overcoming my instinctual fear of the dark, I moved along the wall back to my corner. You know who also probably resides in the darkness, chat?
Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We love casting spells.
At least they would, but magic and seances don't mix. Then began the singing.
At last, at long last.
Oh. Keo led us all in the caged child song.
Young guard dog and little lost girl, sealed within an iron cage.
Okay, why is this actually kind of creepy? I'm getting a little spooked. A little on the...
At mountain's bottom, within the darkness, at last, at long last. How many will there be by dawn? Will there be two or just one?
Oh! I don't think that was supposed to happen.
Will the guard dog run far away, or did it eat the little girl?
Holy shit, did Tenko actually just fucking die?
At last, at long last.
We finished singing the song, but I thought I heard an odd sound in the middle of that. What was that?
Say,
It sounded wooden, so it sounded like the guard dog, right? The guard dog did not work. Kokichi vented into the cage? I didn't realize there was a vent in there. That's suspicious. What? I think you might be the imposter. Is the caged child Angie Yanaga? He began calling. Now, if the medium answers.
say,
Is the caged child Angie Yanaga? What's going on?
say,
Is the caged child Angie Yanaga? Angie Yanaga?
What's the matter?
What's wrong? Why won't Angie answer?
hold on.
Himiko? I was very clear that you were not to speak, yes? But something's weird. Why won't she answer? Maybe it failed?
Let's see.
Let's light the candles briefly.
Huh?
What? Is that okay?
Well,
Just for now. Kyo is also a little creeped out. Confused, I walked along the wall back to the candle. I managed to strike a match and light the candle once again. Hey, what's going on? Did it really fail?
That cannot be.
That shouldn't be the case. The seance was perfect.
What?
Is Angie not coming? Is that still Tenko in there? Tenko?
I see, yes.
Ah, I told her that she mustn't speak until the spirit enters her. She follows orders well. But how about we let her out for now?
Hold on.
Wait. Dark arts such as this need to be started and completed the same way. Those who remove the object from the circle must be the same who brought them in. If not, the spirit may stay in the medium's body.
Man.
Seeing as how this was a failure, I don't think any spirit is sticking around. But whatever. Kokichi's so sassy. Also, what's up with that purple glow? Anyone else notice that in the art? There's a lot of purple going on. Oh, wait a minute. Blood. Oh, fuck. Tenko actually fucking died? Wait, what? There's no way, right? Yeah, you're not allowed to kill two people. That's against the rules. At least it wasn't the first one. Maybe that wasn't established in this one. Just like setting up, Kiyo instructed us how to clean everything up. We were careful to remove everything exactly in the order Kiyo directed.
Now, I will remove the sheet.
Thank you for the announcement. I think that's blood on the ground. Kiyo pinched the fabric gently and pulled it aside.
Oh?
A body has been discovered.
Perhaps.
Something is amiss. Does it happen to be the blood on the ground? Himiko ran toward the cage at a sprint. The rules lifted in the second and third game, but it's never broken. Interesting. Himiko, I told you not to step on the... But she wasn't listening. She jumped onto the cage and... Well, boys, I think it's time for the audio. Actually, I'll wait till we get confirmation. Fueled by desperation, Himiko grabbed the cage, lifted it up, and... and dead as fuck.
An ally has been slain.
I guess we're down another one. It was pitch black, so really... We didn't see it.
Really?
Who would have thought there'd be another victim during the investigation? Maybe Monophanie's green puke was predicting this tragedy. Well, it's not green anymore. Oh, the puke's color is normal now. I guess it was predicting this.
For now.
Everyone, please assemble in the seance room. Okay, so that sound, I thought it was the guard dog, but it could have been. It looked like some of the planks underneath were kind of fucked up. So maybe somebody a floor beneath. No, that sounds fucking stupid. Yeah, somebody underneath the floor lifted up the thing and just sliced her neck. Yeah, great thinking, Alien. I'm sure that's it. The second body discovery announcement played. It didn't take long for everyone to come running.
What?
Tenko? Seriously? What is this? How did this happen?
How'd this happen?
Tenko, Gonta's so sorry. Gonta no could protect you.
Got a minute?
Shuichi explained the situation. I thought you were conducting the seance. What happened?
Well, that's...
I don't know. What's happening?
What on earth?
I'm surprised too. I never thought a murder would happen during an investigation. I guess for now, you should maybe start the investigation right away.
Say,
Before that, I would like to confirm something. The culprit who killed Angie may be different from the culprit who killed Tenko. Yes?
huh?
Huh?
If so...
What happens in the event that there are two murders by two people? What if there are two blackened? We will need to find them. Will we need to find them both at the class trial?
That's right.
Now that you mention it, that's a good point. What would happen in that scenario?
Yeah?
Huh? What would happen? Monodam, what would happen? What would happen?
Not that.
Why do you look lost too, Monodam? I thought you were gonna run things instead of Natty. And this is how Monokuma comes back. A situation that they couldn't handle. What would happen if someone had a heart attack during the game? Who'd be at fault? Probably themselves. Their body killed them, right? It'd be like Sakura. I never expected something like this to happen. I don't know what to do. Really, I don't know. Oh man, they're all disorganized. If you can't decide the class trial's objective, then we won't know what to investigate. Father always knows what to do. We should ask him for help.
No way.
Have you already forgotten? Daddy's in no condition to help us. There he is. Monokuma, what do we do? Oh, it's all our fault that Father ended up like that. I don't want to call him by that B word anymore.
Yeah?
Huh? It's all your fault, Monophony?
Daddy.
Father, help! We don't know what to do on our own.
Ah!
We gotta use the power of love. That ought to snap him back to normal. I don't want to have to do Monokuma's voice again. I was actually really enjoying not doing the high-pitched bear voice. That has been wonderful. Got Kuma pox. That won't work. Father is just an empty shell now.
That's right.
God, I always feel like my voice sounds different after I drink. That's not true. Anything is possible with the power of love. You don't understand because you've never been loved before, Monodam. Okay, Monotaro. Chill. Monotaro dies next. He's the next cub to get killed.
Daddy.
Father, I love you, so please go back to normal. I want to see you, Father. I love you with all my heart. And then he goes, I'm cured. Wait, he actually did. Aw, you're making me blush. Holy shit, there he is. He probably just had that dummy out there. Just to teach the kids a lesson. I'm back! Were you good while I was away? God damn it.
Thank you so much, my adorable darling cubs.
Why did he use the other version of himself? I don't like this.
Running the academy, I was able to fully enjoy my relaxing vacation.
Bro actually took a vacation. What a piece of shit.
Oh, that tickles. Father's intense love is getting me all soaked.
I hate this fucking game.
Daddy, your tongue feels amazing. This better not awaken anything in me.
I hate this fucking game.
They ask you how you are, and you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine. You just can't get into it because they would never understand.
That one physically hurt to hear. Man, that vacation was just what I needed. It's important to take time off to relax. What did you just come back to, Drago? I really wish that wasn't the moment that you came back to. I would like to apologize on behalf of everyone here on the Nalian TTV Twitch channel that's what you came back to. Please accept our apologies, and I hope you can forgive us. We didn't know that was going to happen. We had no idea. And we were unprepared. And, well, now that happened. Hopefully it won't happen again. Oh, that was painful. Not gonna lie, second worst trial chapter in the entire series. First is the third and second game for a lot of reasons. Which was the third? I think the worst trial was fucking Mikan's. Or was, whichever one Mikan was the killer into. Fuck that trial. I disagree.
To tell you the truth,
Normally, most companies won't even let you take time off to go on vacation. But I was able to do it.
with this.
The secret is to just leave whether you get permission or not. Monokuma is actually 100% correct. Vacation PTO notices are for the benefit of the company to know that you won't be there. You are not asking for permission. Is the third and second game? Okay, so yeah, I completely agree with what you said. Well, huh? Wait, so then, who's this Baldy then?
Yeah?
Oh, that's just a part-timer I got to cover me while I was gone.
Hey!
Here's your pay like we agreed on. Now take it and get out of here.
Why?
Huh? I thought you were supposed to be relaxed. How much you got paid, do you think? He got, like, minimum wage? Like, he got paid at least minimum wage, right? Like, Monokuma wouldn't not pay him minimum wage at the least. Right? He's not some tyrant. I mean, Monokuma is a man of rules. You would have paid the part-timer. Right? At least. Now that that nuisance is out of the way, what were you guys talking about again?
Yeah?
Ah, that's right. What happens when your votes if there are two blackened candidates? 75 monocoins? Oh, that's probably fine actually. That's probably decent. That's a good wage.
I'll answer that.
Well, I have an answer for that. It's first come, first served.
Huh?
First come, first served. Wait, do we have to do two back-to-back trials?
Hey,
The blackened who killed the first victim to be discovered will be your target.
in other words,
In other words, if the blackened who killed Angie isn't the same one who killed Tenko, then only Angie's killer will be considered the blackened. Basically, Tenko's killer wasted a kill, and Tenko herself is a waste of a victim. Okay. So that means that quite literally is a wasted kill. Because since they can't become the blackened, it means that they can't trigger a class trial, meaning that they don't have a chance to escape.
now then.
Oh, I'll add this to the school regulations so you can review it later.
Go ahead.
I also updated the Monokuma file. Do your best to investigate this murder too. Fuck. We have to figure out if it's two different people too, which sucks. Fuck. Boy, everything is going so smoothly now that Father's running things again. Leaders gotta be able to take decisive action. Indecision is just the worst. Monotaro dies.
Daddy!
Monotaro does not survive the next execution. You're glowing up. You're glowing like a lamp.
I'm satisfied with this.
Excuse me. There's nothing better than being praised by my cute cubs. There's nothing better than spending time with my cute cubs. For as long as you live, I will never let any of you go. what's funny is that the third trial in the first game, this was the first game Hifumi would have been the Blackened. Would he have been? Oh, you're right. I completely forgot about that trial and how that was ruled. Huh. I forgot that there were two bodies in the first game. Wild. He just left us behind while he was saying how he'd never let us go.
How nice!
Yeah, that's what fathers do. They say, hey, I'm gonna get milk. And then, never see him again. That's why he's so amazing. I'm not reading that.
So long. Farewell.
Or are you still here, Monodam? Bro cannot huff enough copium to get himself out of this situation. He's stuck. He's cooked. He's fully cooked. He's cooked so well that he's... Congratulations. So to make sense of all that...
Listen closely.
If both murders have different culprits, then our vote will determine Angie's killer.
Nope.
We don't even know if there is a different culprit, do we?
Let's see.
True. We should investigate Tenko's death just as well, just in case.
How exciting!
Ahaha! Finally! Things are heating up. I'm getting so excited.
Piece of shit!
You fucking psycho. Shuichi, this is bad.
Huh?
This is unquestionably bad. I can't believe Tenko was killed. Everyone's upset and confused, and I'm in no shape to help right now.
But you know...
So, this is where you need to step up. Bro, I've been stepping up every goddamn fucking case. Listen, Shuichi. The impossible is possible. All you gotta do is make it so. And if you can't believe in yourself, believe in the me that believes in the you. Fucking ass speech right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright!
Alright. Now let's check the Monokuma file first. The victim is Tenko Chabashira, the ultimate Aikido master. The body was found in the middle of empty room on the 4th floor. The approximate time of death is 11 a.m. The only visible injury is a stab wound to the back of the neck. Ooh, what? Back of the neck? I mean, like, unless there's a sword in the fucking statue that came out of the bottom, how the fuck did that happen? Back of the neck? Are they sure about that? A stab wound on her neck. The same as Angie's cause of death. It doesn't look like a coincidence. Maybe it's Angie's curse. Curse?
Jeez.
God, not again. Curse?
Hey!
What? Curse?
To be fair, she's probably the strongest in the room.
Kaito, calm down.
Kaito? Shuichi goofy ass voice. Kaito?
No way there's a curse! Don't screw around!
You're the one who's screwing around. Do you want to die?
Kill him. Oh. He's out for the count. A dull sound reverberated through the room. She just knocked him out.
Are you okay?
Kaito! Are you okay?
My bad.
My bad, Shuichi. I'm starting to feel bad. But for a different reason. I'm gonna get some fresh air, so I'll leave this to you and Maki roll. Dude, Kaito. Every case, he's like, you know what, Shuichi? I think you got this. I'm gonna go out there and have a smoke. Good luck. Kaito left the room, still a bit wobbly. Should we resume the investigation? Time is of the essence.
That's correct.
True. We haven't had time to mourn Tenko's death, as our own lives are at risk.
This is...
That's true, but Angie, then Tenko. And to think, earlier I was suspicious of Tenko. I'm sorry, Tenko.
How can this be?
It's all going to fault. I'm going to fail to protect friends again. Maybe Himiko's doing some fucking magic and killing everybody. Tenko's death caught us all off guard. Everyone is panicking. I have to keep it together. I have to work harder. Because I'm a detective. The ultimate detective.
Well...
It's too dark in here. We can't investigate even if we wanted to.
Got it.
Going to bring candles from other room to make this room bright, okay?
No.
No, that won't be necessary.
Ah.
Yeah, that's not necessary at all.
Huh?
Huh? Why?
Listen up!
Show him, Kibo. Show him your new power. Flashlight. New power?
His eyes lit up! I'm Muiruma, the gorgeous girl genius.
She
have
gave him
installed a new
flashlights.
function in Kibo.
Just leave it to me. I will become the guiding light that shines on you all.
Holy shit, that's a fucking line.
Shine on, shine on! Shine on, you crazy fucking diamond!
He's so bright. Fucking flashbang.
Oh, man.
Man, what a lame function. You should have made him like a transformer or something.
It's okay.
To Kokichi, there are no Kibo W's allowed. Kokichi is his biggest hater. But it's bright now, so we should hurry and investigate.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Hey, we're done playing the mainline Danganronpa games, and when you're done watching the animes, which are lit, you should play these fan games called Danganronpa Another with the sequel. I assume that says fan. This damn heart covers up the YouTube chat, and I can't read some words sometimes. Yeah, I think that says fan. I will check it out. I have a couple of other games on my list already. The devs for Danganronpa, I believe, have another game that I'm somewhat interested in, as well as there's the death game. I'm forgetting what it's called. It's called, oh right, it's called Your Turn to Die. Death game by majority. That sounded interesting. But I'll check out the fan games. We might take a Danganronpa break and do a different VN, and then come back to the Danganronpa fan games. Especially if I read online that they're good. Okay, I want to investigate this. I want to look on the bottom of it. It's the wooden dog statue used in the seance. I believe it's called the Dog God. During the seance, this wooden statue was on top of the cage. It took 4 of us to remove it. Wait, there should be... Is there a hole in the sheet, maybe? That would help with the possibility of the sword or some sort of blade coming from the bottom of the dog. Otherwise, I have no clue how the fuck she got stabbed in the back of the neck. This wooden statue is pretty heavy.
If I remember correctly,
Kyo said it was about 175 pounds. That's about the weight of 2 girls.
What?
What do you know about girls? Have you even touched a woman besides your mother? Maki! What the fuck? Leave him alone! What?
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. Anyway, yeah, sure.
Is this...
Fucking roast queen. I actually respect it. Maki's going up my ranks in favorite characters for this game. If this heavy thing was on top of the cage, then Tenko wouldn't have been able to get out so easily.
okay.
Yeah, you're right about that. That didn't sound like you were kidding earlier. Okay, so we can't investigate the bottom of the statue. Okay, the white cloth. Is there a hole in it? It's the white sheet we use for the seance. This was placed on top of the cage. Kyo was the one who removed it.
Is this...
This cloth is pretty thick. It's similar to a window curtain, but it's completely opaque. And on the back, look, there's a blood stain on it, right around the middle of the sheet. But no hole in the fabric. Which means Tenko wasn't stabbed through this cloth.
Okay.
She was stabbed while underneath the cloth. How? I'm starting to think Korikyo did something. Because now that I think about it, that sword didn't really actually have significance. So he probably didn't care about that sword enough to want to keep it preserved. And if he's the one who put the cloth down, he could have hid something on the cloth. But like, I don't know. Or maybe he has dark vision, and during the seance, he lifted up the curtain and stabbed her. Or something. I'm really starting to think it's Kyo, actually. I'm really starting to think that's Kyo. I hate to, because I actually really like Kyo, but... The board that she's on is also a little weird. Yeah. Ah, this floorboard's loose. And it's the one right under Tenko.
Why?
Why is this floorboard loose?
If I remember correctly,
it wasn't like this before. It must have come loose during the seance.
Why?
Why would it come loose during the seance?
but
A floorboard this thick and heavy wouldn't have come loose so easily. Then someone must have loosened it on purpose. Huh. But why? What would that have done for them? Because she's still on top of it. But she was still stabbed in the back of the neck. It looks like there's blood on the cage, too. How did that happen? What a weird murder. Tenko's dead body. She took her last breath crouched over like this. According to the Monokuma file, her only injury is the stab wound to the back of her neck. She got stabbed in the back of the neck. This wound was fatal. This must have caused instant death. I didn't hear her scream during the seance. Ah, wait. Understood. I will not say a word until the seance is over. Would Tenko really keep her mouth shut despite the pain?
Nope.
Her death may not have been instant, but she couldn't have gone far before she bled out.
Huh?
What do you mean?
What's the point?
You were concerned about that, right?
Okay.
With a wound this deep, the victim is too shocked to do anything but die. You're speaking from experience?
That's obvious.
Of course. Quick deaths are my specialty. Well then, that makes sense.
By the way,
The real question is, what was she killed with? I don't see a murder weapon around. You're right. I don't see an obvious murder weapon that could be a clue. Oh, you know what it could have been? Okay, so maybe there could have been something like a blade. I don't know how this could have happened. But if something was hanging down from the cage, like through the cage via the cloth, right? And then somehow they were able to get the board to suddenly launch her up, and then the back of her neck hits the blade at the top of the cage, and then that's why the full floorboard was loose to be able to launch her like that. She got launched, back to neck hits whatever blade is at the top of the cage. That explains the sound that we heard. Because isn't there somewhere here in these rooms that like there's a hole in? Like these floors are actually very scuffed, very scuffed, right? This is the cage used in the seance.
is this?
It looks to be around 3 feet high and 5 feet wide. It's a pretty large iron cage.
Okay.
Big enough for a person to fit inside. What are those things called? A seesaw? Okay. So I think I'm gonna move forward. We have whirlwind theory for Angie. And then we have seesaw. I have no idea how these are actually spelled. Seesaw theory. For Tenko's death. Seesaw theory answers how Tenko was killed in a way, similar to how whirlwind theory explains how Angie's unlocked room. I can probably expand on that. I'll just call it LR. Angie, LR. Tenko, cause of death. Boom. Magic. Okay. During the seance, Kokichi and I covered Tenko with the cage. We were supposed to remove it as well. But it was Himiko who rushed in and removed the cage first.
Hey.
Huh? Who died? Tenko died. There have been 2 deaths. She died during the seance. During the seance to help us investigate the other death. So we have 2 deaths. 2 deaths in this investigation. Yeah. So, have to see where this goes. Hey, look at this.
Is this?
A blood stain on the bottom of the cage. Probably Tenko's blood, yeah?
That's true.
Yeah, I imagine so. This splatter must have been made when she was killed.
What do you mean?
Which means Tenko was killed while she was inside the cage. I mean, I really don't see any other option there, yeah.
Okay.
I think you're right. Tenko went under the cage before the seance. I think seesaw. I think she got seesawed. But when the cage lifted after the seance, she was already dead.
Then
If she was stabbed right when the cage was lifted, that would explain the bloodstain, right?
Huh?
Hmm? Perhaps she wasn't killed during the seance, but the exact moment the cage was lifted. No. Because there was already blood on the ground. That is a possibility. No, yeah, there was already blood on the ground. That's why we lifted the cage. That's why we thought something was wrong. That was why we lifted the cage. There's a rock next to Tenko's body. This must be... Where she put her forehead on, yeah. Just a stone I brought from the courtyard. I'm sure it will work. Certainly, it is merely needed as a marker. Tenko had her forehead on this rock, hunched over. She had to make herself small to fit inside the cage. Anything else I can interact with? Yes, the hole in the corner. I did remember it correctly. There's a small opening in the corner of the room. It doesn't look big enough for a person to get through, but still.
is this?
A hole. Looks like there's space under here too. Oh, hold on. I can see something below. It looks like something dropped down here. What? Something dropped down there?
Got a minute?
After we check everywhere else, why don't we go under the floor and see for ourselves?
Okay.
Right, let's do it. Ooh, we get to explore holes. Okay, they're not ready to talk yet, so let's zoom out. Ah, fuck. We gotta talk to everybody, don't we? It's the magic circle Kyo drew on the floor. Well, at least it was.
Oh dear.
It's been completely stomped over. I suppose it was unavoidable.
Well,
Was this drawn with salt?
Yes.
Whenever I perform a seance, I always use salt.
what?
Are you feeling alright? You sound ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous? I have performed many successful seances. Why, I've even had spirits enter my body.
Right already.
Shut up, nerd. I don't want to hear about your stupid delusions. Damn. Let's fucking go, Maki. Maki really doesn't beat around the bush. It's kind of refreshing, actually.
But
In any case, with all these footprints, I can't make out the original circle.
So what?
We'll find out in Kyo's lab. It should be written in the Cage Dog Village document.
Hey,
Isn't that right, Kyo? He seems depressed. I suppose that makes sense. Poor guy. Alright, smartass, what do you have to say? Hopefully something good. Man, what a lame function. You should have made him, like, a transformer or something. Okay, yep, he had no information. Don't anything good for me, buddy.
Why?
First Angie, then Tenko.
How can this be?
Gonta so ashamed. Why Gonta no protect friends? Alright, Cory Kyo, anything good for us?
That cannot be.
Why? Why did this?
I knew it.
Kyo, I know the murder was pretty shocking.
But of course.
Of course. I am shocked about that as well. But why did the seance fail? Maybe because the spirit medium was fucking dead? I don't know. We performed all of the steps flawlessly. He seems more concerned by that than the murder. What if, like, there was a part of the seance that he didn't tell us and wasn't in the book. Because it's an old book. Maybe it wasn't in there. And it involves the person in the cage dying. Like, those are some pretty concerning lyrics, IMO. So I think there's a chance that he's upset that he fucking killed somebody and the seance didn't even fucking work.
Ah, yes.
Oh, if we perform the caged child again and summon Tenko's spirit this time...
Stupid.
Cut the crap. Just tell me what happened during the seance. Both you and Shuichi were present, right? Did she get killed during the seance?
I see, yes.
True. It may be best to move past what happened, to know why the seance failed.
That's so.
Whatever, just hurry up. At the time, in order to begin the seance, we had Tenko, the spiritual medium, position herself as a turtle within the magic circle so her head touched the marker stone. Then, Shuichi and Kokichi placed the cage over Tenko. And after that, I placed the white cloth over the cage. Then all four of us placed the wooden statue of the dog god atop the cage. Afterwards, we stood in the four corners of the room. Kokichi and Shuichi blew out the candles. Okay, so Himiko is standing in the corner that has the hole in it, which could mean that she is the one who went into the hole and then did the seesaw, or Korkio did give her express words to not move. That could have been so that they didn't bump into each other while he went and did it. Just thoughts.
Yes.
Finally, we all sang the caged child song. The seance should have been complete, but... Oh, also, the singing part matters less because from the second game, when it's pitch black, it's hard to tell directionally where sound is coming from because you can't visually see it. So he could have been under the fucking floorboards and none of us would have known. Ah, now that you mention it, I remember hearing a strange sound during the song. Sounds like wood breaking to me. Like the floorboard. I think that's when she was killed. It is a mystery to me as well. I thought someone may have tripped, perhaps. That was pretty loud a sound for someone tripping. Perhaps Kyo knows something.
What do you mean?
And then what happened?
Yes.
Ah, we called out to her, but no reply came. I had Shuichi and Kokichi relight the candles. And then we removed the items from within the magic circle in the opposite order. First, all four of us removed the dog god statue. Next, I took off the white cloth, and then... Himiko ran over to the cage, and the moment she lifted it... I think she was already dead before then. Then it sounds like Tenko was definitely killed during the seance.
No.
But would it not be difficult in such darkness? Besides, she was inside of the cage, yes? He's trying to deflect, do you see that? Then when was she killed?
Well, that's...
Yes, that is a problem.
I see, yes.
There is another problem.
How?
And that is, why ever did the seance fail? I simply cannot figure it out.
Perhaps.
Maybe someone moved from their corner? Did someone else sneak in here?
What's the point?
Obviously, since this seance was clearly a sham. Maki never was one to pull her punches.
Hey!
Maki, we finished investigating up here. Perhaps we should check under the floor?
By the way,
It seems pretty dark down there. What should we use for light? Well, why don't we use our Keyboy flashlight?
That's true.
Well, let's bring a candle. With Keyboy's light from up here, that should be fine.
Okay.
Oh, okay, you know, candles work too, I guess. Sure, fine. Less fun, but... Ooh, sorry. Stretch. Ooh. Fuck yeah. Oh, okay. Then I'll go get a candle. Remove that floorboard so we can go down.
Okay.
Okay, got it. I pulled off some of the floorboards near the hole and took the candle from Maki. Then, we carefully made our way through the hole and under the floor. Yep, that's some blood. This is a lot more spacious than I thought. You can move pretty easily on all fours.
Okay.
Let's look around for clues.
Well,
It looked pretty stupid if we found no clues after crawling around this dusty place.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 blood spots? Dried blood. Whoa! Just take out the support beams here. Just collapse the fucking floor. Imagine if you could do that, just collapse the fucking thing. Oh. Oh. There's a hole in each room, so somebody could have snuck in from a different room. Oh! Well, if that isn't a clue. And that could do, yeah, the curved blade, you could reach up and then stab from behind. Yeah, actually. Oh! That's interesting. Okay, let's do the blood first. There's a blood stain on the ground underneath those loose floorboards. But that's pretty far from where Tenko's blood is dripping down. It's under the same floorboard, just at different ends. Why is there blood here?
hey,
Hey, the back of this floorboard has blood on it too.
Ah,
You're right. There's a little bit of blood on the underside of this floorboard.
what do you mean?
Did Tenko's blood splatter here when she got killed?
that's true.
I wonder. I can't really be sure yet.
Okay.
But the bloodstains here are completely dry. There must be some reason these particular stains are dry. Okay, yeah, actually, what the fuck? Why would they be dry? Because I don't think there's an equivalent bloodstain on the upper side of it, right? So that begs the question. And that question is, what the actual fuck? Because that would indicate... What would that indicate? I mean, what if it's not related to the case at all? Like, somebody was just actually murdered here in the past. And it's just a dried blood stain from a different case. We'll think about that later. We'll come back to it. Blood dripping from the gaps in the floorboards. Also, I'm gonna eat a little bit, so. fresh blood. This is definitely Tenko's. Okay, well, let's look at the hole and then we'll look at the sickle. Some of the wood has corroded and is broken off, so you can see into the next room.
Hey.
This is the wall of the empty room, right? Looks like there's wood along the wall. This part has rotted away. It looks like natural rot. This hole wasn't made intentionally. But I can get into the next room through
That's
here.
true.
If I remember correctly, the room next door is also empty, right? And the culprit could have gone from room to room by moving under here instead of using the hallway.
No.
True, but it would have been difficult moving around under the floor. We did alright because we had a light. Without that, it'd be pitch black. That might make it impossible to move around in here. Kibo, though. Excuse me. Kibo, though. He has flashlights, but we probably would have seen that from underneath the floorboard. But what if he just has straight up, like, dark vision, too?
Nope.
Then they could have used a light like we're doing right now.
Well.
True. They used a light to move around under the floor. Is that possible? No. It's not possible because the light would have shown through. That doesn't work because even though Taro was under the floor, it wouldn't have made a difference where he was. Wait, what? Oh, am I just now seeing that message from way earlier? When I was talking about that case. There's a sickle here, and there's blood all over it.
Okay.
This blood on the sickle is fresh. This is it. This is the murder weapon.
Is this...
This came from my research lab.
Huh?
It did?
Well...
A sickle can be used to assassinate a target. I don't know about that. Have you ever seen a sickle kill someone? Definitely not right now. It can be thrown without losing any lethality. And you can hide it under your clothes too. Wait, can it really?
Well.
If she was attacked with this, she wouldn't stand a chance. The blade is about 6 inches.
That's right.
And since Tenko was in the cage, she wouldn't have been able to defend herself. But even if this is our murder weapon, how did the culprit attack Tenko in that cage? The blade could fit through the gaps of the cage, but could it reach her neck?
That's true.
The cage is 3 feet high. If you were to stab into it with a 6-inch blade, well, it would depend on Tenko's posture, but I don't think it's impossible. Then her posture is a question. She was in turtle posture. Hey, if the weapon is down here, the culprit must have thrown it away, right?
That's true.
Perhaps after killing Tenko, the culprit threw the sickle under the floorboard in the dark. Or they could have been under the floor the entire time. Either of those is possible. Well, then we just check alibis during the seance, right? Which would include Maki, unfortunately. Is that everything down here? Can we go into the hole? Okay, yeah, there's stuff in there. Okay. cut crosspiece? What? Oh! I didn't even notice that. Okay. Oh, look! Part of the crosspiece that supports the floorboard is cut off.
That's true.
It's near the loose floorboard, and the portion missing is about the same width, too. And from what I can see of it,
That's true.
it wasn't broken off naturally. This was cut by someone. There should be saws in the warehouse, so they could have used that. The question is, why? Another crosspiece is supporting the floorboard, so it might not fall if this portion is missing.
Then...
So what purpose did this serve? The floorboard underneath Tenko's body is loose, and the crosspiece supporting it has been cut. If the culprit did all this, then why? I think we've finished investigating here.
Is that all right?
Why is a good question? Let me just think about it. Really shove a few bites of food down my face. But I'm thinking, I swear, I'm thinking. Maki, you want to head back up? I'm glad you asked. I was starting to get fed up with all this dust. And why the dried blood? Unless they were testing it. Cut themselves while cutting out the crossboard. But the only person who'd be able to hide those scars would have been Korikyo, because he's already bandaged up. Coming to a trial room near you. Is there anybody else? Did anybody else get randomly injured? I mean, Gonta probably can't fit into there, so Gonta's actually cleared. Korikyo less so. But we know that Kokichi isn't strong. I really think it's Korikyo. I really think Korikyo is being... It's not looking good for him at all. Because, like... Well, to that end, it also could have been Maki, right? Or Kaito. Because where the fuck was Kaito that whole time? After Maki and I crawled out from under the floor, we put the floorboards back and returned to our investigation.
By the way,
We've only been investigating this room. You sure that's wise?
Huh?
What do you mean?
because
If Angie and Tenko have different killers, then the blackened we need to vote for is Angie's killer. The culprit for the first murder. The culprit who killed Angie. That's what Monokuma said.
then
So, instead of investigating Tenko's death, shouldn't we be investigating Angie's? Holy shit, Lucas, you're so right. That's so suspicious. I think we know exactly who it is then.
Okay.
Yes, of course.
But
But this is bigger than the killing game. For the sake of the two who died, I need to reveal the truth of both of their deaths. Well, I understand why you feel that way, but if you plan on investigating the other crime scene again, we should probably hurry. Running out of time. What else is there left to even investigate the other room? When I came to the hallway, a scene more surprising than I could ever imagine unfolded. Kaito also dead. Kaito fucking died. Holy shit, Kokichi fucking died.
It's a lie.
Oh my fucking god. I hate this fucking game. Did I surprise you? Were you gonna scream and cry in terror? This fucking kid. I need a drink after that one. I was like, no way. 3? They're killing 3 people off? It's gonna be a short game. But nope. Bro is just trolling. Just joking around. This piece of shit.
Huh?
What are you doing? Oh, sorry. I'm just a little lightheaded from the blood loss. Yeah, this is real blood.
Why?
Why is he bleeding? He's gonna be like, Kaito attacked me. Okay, so what are you doing? I got curious about something, so I decided to search the empty room next door. Then, suddenly, I stepped through the floorboard.
Huh?
You stepped through a floorboard?
That's so mean.
Jeez, that got me good. Because of this, I tripped and fell pretty hard. Is he lying?
Got a minute?
If you're going to lose consciousness, do it after you tell us everything.
Ah.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I guess there was no cross piece supporting this floorboard, so I kind of stepped through. What bad luck. The cross piece was gone? Does that mean... Were the floorboards switched? Well, no, because the blood. Yeah, the dry blood wouldn't make sense. But it would have given somebody a chance to get down there? Maybe? I feel like we also have to keep in mind that Himiko is one who chose the middle room, which is a little convenient. Huh? This is a doozy.
Dreams. That's what the killing game
This is a
all
doozy.
about. Killing game fans, hold your head high and watch with
Hold
your
your head
own
high,
two
boys.
eyes. Baseball, soccer, mobile games, they're all nothing compared to the killing game.
I hate to say it, Monokuma's got a point.
The killing game just can't be beat. Behold, students, the entrance to the trial ground.
I like how he says that after he's been beaten 3 times. Or twice, excuse me. Well, assuming he is controlled by Junko again. Could be a bold assumption. I guess time's up. Aw, man. It's because of you guys I didn't have enough time to check something. What were you checking, though?
Huh?
What were you trying to check?
See?
I wanted to research the seance again, so I brought this document with me. But, unfortunately,
Man.
I couldn't find anything new that could be used as a clue. Kyo perfectly reenacted the seance as what was written in the document. He drew his magic circle the exact same way as in the picture. Not only that, he used the exact tools too. Nothing suspicious about this whole thing. Well, I wanted to check the finer details, but I'll tell you about it later. At the class trial. So, see you there. Kokichi left, the blood loss clearly affecting his footing a bit. What an interesting thing. We're despair you cannot beat us? Bro, Despair's been beaten twice already. 3 times if you count fucking Ultra Despair Girls. Ah, well, let's go too.
That's true.
Yeah, okay. Is Maki nervous? I see. So even she gets nervous sometimes.
Do you want to die?
What are you staring at? Do you want to die? She's joking again, right? Classic Maki. Just a jokester, joking around. That's what she does, she jokes. Big jokester. Bonk, bonk. Okay, please let me go to... There we go. Thank you. Appreciate it. I forgot about the buff Monokuma. That's so funny.
Oh dear.
It would appear we've all gathered. But it seems there are less and less of us.
Oh.
Less friends mean that it much harder to solve mystery.
Don't worry.
Well, don't worry. I'm sure you've gotten a lot smarter by now, Gonta. He's made a full recovery, I see. Yeah. Gonta do his best to help. I'd want you to graduate from super idiot level to at least Kaito idiot level.
What?
Kaito catching strays. Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
Are you okay?
More importantly, are you okay, Kaito?
Ah.
Yeah, I'm feeling better now. But wow, Maki Roll sure does pack a punch. She's an assassin. It's your fault. You don't need to worry about our dwindling numbers. Only dipshits have died so far. Eek!
That being said,
I know it's a tall order, but try to use your brains this time so I don't have to use mine. You know, if Maki died, not Maki, if Miyu died as well in that class, in that investigation, I wouldn't have been sad.
Hoo-yah!
These golden brain cells of mine are a gift to the entire world.
Unacceptable.
It's as though every time you open your mouth, you become less likable. Kyo, that's the most true thing you've ever said.
rest in peace.
Atua, please. Please lend us your power.
But
It may be difficult for us to rely on Atua, considering what happened to Angie, whom Atua loved most of all.
well, you know.
She shouldn't have relied on Atua in the first place. But seriously, it's kind of funny seeing a robot believe in God, especially Atua. I wonder if Kokichi knows Atua. Like, he knows this guild, not guild. He knows this cult.
I also.
So what? Robots can believe in God.
Indeed.
Actually, before I even met Angie, I had a similar experience. Hearing voices, I mean. Huh? You might call it an inner voice. It tells me to do whenever. It tells me what to do whenever I'm in trouble. Your conscience?
Got a minute?
How long are you going to say that for? Atua and ghosts don't matter right now.
Jeez.
Yeah, the trial this time is going to be rough. We got caught in Monokuma's trap.
Huh?
His trap?
That's right.
He probably made this 4th floor so scary on purpose to prevent me from investigating. Shut the fuck up, Kaito.
All right already.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Thank you, Maki. Yeah, there's no way.
Hey, so
Shuichi, say something.
Huh?
What should I say? Kaito! Okay, Mr. Devious, what do you have to say? Okay, nothing devious. I've respected Angie and Tenko so much since the moment we met.
shut up!
Shut up. Nothing's gonna be solved by crying about
All
it.
right already.
Besides, that was a lie, wasn't it?
It's a lie.
Yep, you guys had me figured out already. So there's no point in keeping up the act. Kokichi never changes, no matter what situation he's in. Gotta respect it. Maki, thoughts, hit me.
Okay.
Otto and ghosts don't matter right now. The culprit is Among Us. Did this game release after Among Us or before Among Us? Because they say Among Us a lot for a game that released before, if they did. Why did the seance fail? I never did figure out why. I see he's still more interested in that case, than the case. Because he's the one who killed her. Clearly the conversation with the classmates is not going anywhere, so. Moving along. Thank you, Buff Monokuma. I appreciate it. Doing the Lord's work out there. As usual, we walked towards the elevator in silence. As soon as the remaining survivors stepped aboard. Came out 1 year before Among Us? Holy shit. That's crazy. The amount of times they say Among Us. Danganronpa predicted Among Us brain rot. As soon as we remaining survivors stepped aboard. A deadly class trial. We descended. We ready. We ready. We ready. Boy, yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick save. Because it's the end of the investigation. Actually, no, let's earn the end of the investigation. I think we're gonna take a quick be right back once we finish the investigation, and then I want to do some woo-wah, some Wuthering Waves. I have like 100 rolls saved up, and I think interesting stuff are happening in the story, so Wuthering Waves soon. But we're gonna finish the investigation. We descended. Perhaps because there were fewer of us, the elevator seemed to move faster. Yes, I'll also do my pre-trial prediction before we go. And so we fell faster and faster downward into the black. The elevator stopped, and just like always, the doors parted slowly. The light that shines on us from the other side, the bright light of our future. Or is it?
Uh-oh.
Boy, they look really depressed. Must be because there's even less participants now. Don't say they look depressed. You'll make Monodam sad. Monodam is killing Monotaro this time. I know it. As much as I'd love to keep hearing this adorable back and forth.
Now then,
Let's hurry up and get this started!
extreme!
At last! Wait, what the fuck? At last, the class trial will begin. I hope you enjoy it to your heart's content. Here we go, boys. The third class trial was about to begin. Oh my god, it's only been 3? Jesus fucking Christ. Angie Yanaga, the ultimate artist. She created the Ultimate Academy Student Council to try to prevent the killing game. Then, Tenko Chabashira, the ultimate Aikido master. She hated men, but I knew that she hated this terrible killing game even more. I like the biggest thing I mentioned about her. She hates men. The two who were killed were both trying to stop the killing. And who was the one who killed them? Was it one person? Or 2 different people? We need to pin that down in this class trial. In order to live, we have to find the truth. We have to! And I will fight for it. I will fight for truth and lies in this class trial. I guess I'm safe. Tell you what, I say it every goddamn trial. I miss Hajime's, like, kickoff. Because Shuichi is good. This trial of truth and lies in this class trial, but there's something about just this deadly class trial. That's just like, Oh, I forgot. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Okay. We'll do this next time. So, let's talk killing. First of all, we have to decide if it's 1 or 2 killers. Which is hard. I'm gonna operate off the thought that there are 2 killers. Because the seance seemed premeditated, given the information. So, honestly, I am going to keep, I'll use their real names for this. I honestly think that Kaneki, aka Korikyo, is a prime suspect. Because this whole room thing seems premeditated. Because those boards, I don't think were cut before. Like those cross sections. Because we could walk in those rooms before just fine. But now suddenly they are cut. Also, I don't think... Was the stone in the... I don't think that the stone was in the seance. I could be misremembering, but if this was premeditated, then the stone could have been used to make sure she didn't step on the incorrect portion of the floorboard. So that way her weight was in the correct spot, so that way she didn't fall into it too soon. And actually, the dried blood almost makes sense now. If somebody else fell into the other cross-section accidentally and was like, oh, this can be used, right? In fact, Angie's forehead has a mysterious mark on it, right? It wasn't bleeding nearly as much as the other wound, and it didn't kill her, but it was deep. She could have accidentally fell into that cross-section, discovered a premeditated thing too soon, and then made a mistake while she was half conscious and let somebody inside of her art studio that wasn't supposed to go inside, thinking that they were a student council member, who then killed her. I think it was Kaito. I feel like Kokichi telling us about that floorboard absolves him of suspicion. Because otherwise he fucked himself. Unless that's part of the plan, right? Mixie, welcome in. Thank you for the check-in. Welcome into the guild today. I think it was Korikiyo, because Korikiyo also then pushed for the seance very heavily. And then positioned Tenko in a very specific place. And then in the darkness, could have gotten under the floor, got her with a sickle. Because all he had to do was get the blade above her neck, and then seesaw it, launch her up, she goes up a little bit, back the neck, hits the sickle, dedge. No, I feel like that might have been hard to do in the dark, though. Well, no, because he knew exactly where her head would be, because he put the rock down. Holy shit. I think it's Korikiyo. I think that's how he got her. But then the question becomes, did he get Angie too, or is Angie a different killer? No, I feel like he wanted to get 2 kills. Like, maybe he had been setting up that for the seance just in case, and then Angie accidentally stumbled into it, and he was like, oh shit, I need to do something about this. So he takes out Angie, and then pushes for the seance to pick up a second, just to throw in confusion. I wonder if the third room also had a loose board. A purposely cut cross-section. Because if it did, then it didn't really matter which room that Himiko chose. Because I did think Himiko was suspicious because she specifically chose the middle room, which seemed to be perfect for this. But if all 3 rooms were prepped and ready for this by all having the cross-section cut out, then it didn't matter which she chose. And Korikiyo would be successful no matter what. Because everything else was completely under his control. And also, he said that it could have been someone tripped on something during the seance, but that should have been a red flag to him because he told everybody not to move. I think it's Korikiyo. I think Korikiyo did both. I think Kyo did both. Like, it definitely feels like a reach, but I think Kaneki is our guy. I think Kyo did them both in. Let me get these organized a bit more. Yeah. It makes sense, doesn't it? Like, I suppose Himiko could have been involved in the second one. But, like, the cross-section being cut in the first one, as long as I'm not, like, actually jumping through hoops and conclusions, Mmm. Mmm. Yeah. I'll leave it at that. I think Korekiyo did both. I'll lock that in for the pre-trial. Yep, locking in. Okay. That's locked in. Thank you all very much for joining me on this Danganronpa adventure. If things go according to plan, Danganronpa will continue next Friday. We'll do the class trial next Friday. So fun. But for now, we're gonna take a quick grip back so I can shove some extra food down my stomach. And then we're gonna swap into Wuthering Waves. I have like 100 pulls ready for us. And then we're gonna do a little bit of story, a little bit of gonna do our dailies, and we're gonna hang out. So this is where I am gonna end the YouTube stream for the sake of the VOD. So I apologize for our YouTube videos, but you viewers, but you are more than welcome to come and join us over on Twitch, twitch.tv/NallianTTV. See you there if you're at Twitch. Otherwise, yeah, quick be right back. And we'll be playing Wuwa. Danganronpa next Friday. That was very, very well timed. Well done, Okazaki. I remembered this nightmare reality I'm in. Yeah, Okazaki is kind of a goat when it comes to timing.
I would just like to watch Nallian